Hey, what's up, family? You know, so I've been taking this time trying to see these doctors and heal my gut. I had some problems going on. If you can't tell, look at that. I lost probably 25 pounds at least. You know, but I am starting to feel better, right? And it's definitely opened my eyes to some things. Some things that I wanted to talk about, and there's a few things that I want to talk about. And one of them is how what you eat is everything, and your gut health is very important. And after going through this phase, it made me truly understand that a lot of people's mental health issues in the world that they're dealing with is directly correlated to their diet, to their gut health. It's so important, man. And I didn't truly, I knew it was important, but I didn't truly know how important until I experienced this situation. And, I started to do a lot of studying on it and realizing that the vagus nerve, which is a giant nerve that runs straight from your gut to your brain, and they talk to each other. They're best friends. So the old saying, you are what you eat, is 100%. 100%. If your gut isn't happy, if your gut isn't healthy, your brain won't be healthy. And also, if you are overstressed, if you are under a lot of stress or hard times or hardships, you really got to find things that can help unwind you, such as going on walks, working out, getting in nature, having a healthy diet. Try your best to stay active, to keep your brain and your gut in a good place. Those are very important. I just wanted to drop that real quick. That's a gem for you real quick. So if you're having any of those issues where you feel like your brain is just overwhelmed or going through a lot, you need to go on a fast. You need to put more fruits and vegetables in your diet. That's what I've been doing, going on a fast and starting my day off with fruit. Like I just ate watermelon and pineapple as my first meal at 11. And I have lost a lot of size because I haven't been able to hit the gym like I wanted to, but I really had to lock in and figure out what was going on with me. But also, I wanted to make this video about, for us chosen ones. I seen a video from Tren, if you know who that is. Tren Genius, shout out to him. I really like that dude. I like his energy. I like his personality. And I think me and him would get along very well as friends. We have the same values. We have the same type of energy. We have the same type of mindset. We know how to be serious when it's necessary. And we also know how to be cool and goofy and fun and funny, because, you need that. You need that good balance in life. And I've really begun to learn that in 2024. Like I said in the last video that I made, is I was so locked in and so dedicated that sometimes I can neglect my mental health. I can neglect the fact that I need that reset. I need that peace. I need, to sometimes take a step back and reassess which direction I want to go. Just with everything, with my health, with business ideas, with just all kinds of things. Every little aspect in life, you always want to reassess and readjust and realign yourself. and always stay authentic, you know? And the reason I brought up Tren was because he made a video that really resonated with me recently. And, you know, it's something that us chosen ones go through a lot, and that is rejection. And, you know, I would say that that is probably the hardest thing for us chosen ones, us ones that have been set apart from God, that we have a special purpose. Because, you know, the average people don't understand this. You know, the average people, all they understand is that something about you triggers their demons. And they don't even understand that that's what it is. Some of them do. You know, and some of them do understand that they are jealous of you, or they are envious of you, or they know that they are toxic people and they expected you to be just like them or just like the rest of the people. And then when they meet you or they talk to you and they see how you move and they see how your spirit is, they're like, whoa, I didn't see that coming. And they especially do that with me because of the way I look. See, people will judge from the exterior. Even people have done it on this platform to me many times. Like, you know, always talking about my tattoos and all this and all that, and using that as why I couldn't be a godly man. And that alone shows your demonic spirit. You can't ever, look, that's the difference between a real chosen one and a fraud. You can't ever judge another person based on the exterior, because God's not going to judge us on our exterior. He's going to judge us on the interior. What's that heart like, though? What's that spirit like, though? Where's your mind at, though? You know, because that is what makes a person. And that chosen one is what pushes people away from you and causes them to reject you. You know, and that's a daily battle for us chosen ones, that sometimes it gets very hard for us. As Tren was talking about, it resonated with me so hard, man, because that's the hardest thing about being chosen, is because the other people don't understand this. They don't even understand most of the time that they are doing this to you. They just know that something about you triggers them. You know, and let me give you a very key example. I've noticed this big time from social media. You know, I'm not huge on social media, but, you know, I do have a Facebook, I do have a TikTok, but I don't really get on them much. You know, I'll post some motivation, or, you know, post a picture with some music on it that I like. That's about it. But this is something that I've paid close attention to, right? Again, judging of the exterior. This is what the average people do. You know, I've noticed this with a lot of women, you know, because, you know, we all need love. And that's something that I've always really wanted, was real love, right? And I've spent 4 years now, pretty close to 4 years, single, just focusing on me, you know, growing, focusing on my purpose, focusing on my mission, focusing on a business idea, focusing on just evolution every day, and, you know, just releasing all the toxins in my body from being around people that weren't good spirits, weren't good people for me, right? People that wanted to destroy me, narcissists, manipulators, users, people like that. You know, and that's something that we really have to learn to do, y'all, is heal from these people. You got to take that time and heal. And that's what I had to do, you know, because chosen or not, no matter who you are, when you hang around a certain spirit for too long, it's going to alter your spirit. It's going to change the way you move. You know, it can make you an angry person because you're hurt. When someone's angry all the time, that just shows that they are hurt inside. You know? Well, that's one thing that I've noticed is like on Facebook, I'll have like all these females that will heart my pictures and, you know, say, oh, you're so handsome, or you're this, or you're that, right? But then when you get into like, you know, if you start talking to that person, once they find out how wise you are, how smart you are, how healed you are, the heart that you have, it drives them away because they are used to toxicity and they haven't fully healed from the toxicity like you have. Therefore, when they begin to see who you are internally, it drives them away because they feel lesser than, you know? And I believe a lot of times that's a good thing. Although it sucks, and although sometimes it seems unfair to us chosen ones, we have to understand that a lot of times that's God's protection. That's why he made you this way. That's why he made you set apart, and your spirit different, and your heart different, and your mind different. The way you move different. He made you that way. And that's why he also took you through isolation, because he understood that once you healed and you grew and you developed, that you would no longer allow toxicity in your life. And not only that, that your level of growth, your level of wisdom would automatically scare off the people who are unhealed, because they see that level of growth in you, that level of wisdom, that level of knowledge, that level of discernment. And they're thinking to themselves, oh no, I don't think I can handle the way this person moves. You know, they were expecting you to be like the rest. They were thinking, oh, this person's probably toxic, and, you know, I'm comfortable with that. And if I get with them, then I'm going to be trying to heal them. You know, because a lot of people that haven't healed, that's what they do. They stay in toxic cycles and toxic relationships with people, and they always want to try to heal them. And we've done that too as chosen ones, because we're empaths and we want to heal people. We want to lift people up. But once we have our awakening, and once we've been through our isolation seasons, we understand that, you know, we may still try to help heal others, but we aren't going to tolerate toxicity. We aren't going to tolerate people to use us, abuse us, or, you know, just take advantage of us. Or we also understand that, okay, look, it's one thing for someone to make a mistake, but when they keep repeating a pattern over and over and over and over, and they clearly don't want to change, they ain't for us. You know, and even though that a lot of these people are toxic, they can see the light in you. They can see the growth in you, and they admire that. But at the same time, they envy that. They want it, but they haven't done what it takes to get to that level. You know, because a lot of times people can't stay alone long enough. As the chosen one, you have to know, as well as I know, how hard it is to isolate yourself from everybody. Because naturally, humans, we want to interact with other humans. You know, just like animals do. A lot of times when you see animals, you see them around other animals. When you see bugs, you see them in packs, you know. And naturally, us as humans, we want to be the same way too. And that's what makes it so hard for us chosen ones when we go through this season of isolation and separation. Because we so badly want to interact with other people, so we're fighting with our old self and our new self. It's like when you try to put two magnets together, the opposite way, and they start to push away from each other. You know, our old self and the person that we're trying to step into is fighting with each other. You know, I mean, let's just keep it real. A lot of times we're like, man, sometimes I do just want to go out and have fun. And then when you do it, you understand why you got separated from it. Because you see these people doing the same things they've always done, haven't grown any mentally. See them bouncing around in the same places with the same people or with a bunch of different people. And you realize that, you know, all they're doing is covering up how they really feel. Because us as chosen ones, we aren't allowed to do that. God's not going to let us do that. That's why we get separated. He's going to force us to go through those trials and tribulations. He's going to force us to grow and learn why we were put here, who we are as a chosen person. We all have a different purpose as chosen people. But it all comes down to making the world a better place, healing other chosen ones, and healing other people and bringing them to the light. Showing up to places that are filled with darkness and bringing light to that place. And sometimes that can be difficult when you feel like you're the only person that's trying to bring positivity, that's trying to bring love, a good mindset, you know, caring about others. And other people are a lot of times too busy being stuck in the darkness, and they want to judge you because of the fact that you are set apart, because of the fact that you are built different, and they can feel that energy. Energy never lies. Energy is so powerful. And that's why a lot of times people will reject you, you know? And that's just the way it is. But at the same time, when the time's right, God's going to lead you to places where there's going to be like-minded individuals with the same heart, mind, and soul that's going to automatically attract to you. And it's just going to happen like that. Blessing after blessing after blessing. Door after door after door opening for you. And it's coming soon, family. And I know there's a lot of you in this season, just as well as me, who have been seeing 1111, 111 very heavily. And that's doors opening. You're stepping into something very soon. It's coming. You know? And just stay locked in, you know? And always remember that when it gets hard, when it gets really tough, when it feels like everything's stacked against you, when it feels like you're doing everything right, but for some reason you're being overlooked, just know that's a sure sign that you're close to that blessing. So again, man, I love y'all. Stay focused, stay positive, stay blessed. I'll see you on the next video. Salute.